In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Mermaid with Cursor to automatically generate diagrams for your projects. There are actually two ways to do this, and I'll cover both. First, I'll show you Cursor's native plan mode, which now renders Mermaid diagrams visually in real time as the agent generates them. You can generate diagrams from a prompt, from an existing code base, or from a PRD. So if you want to map out, for example, an auth flow, visualize your data model, or diagram how components connect before you start building, Cursor can now generate these diagrams for you, and you can save these diagrams to your project and reference them later with the @ symbol so the agent understands your architecture on future tasks. This is really useful for planning before you build, giving the agent better context on your code base, or just having clear documentation that lives in your repo. Then I'll show you the MermaidChart extension, which gives you a proper editing environment, real-time preview, syntax highlighting, error detection, and you can export directly to PNG or SVG. If you want Cloud Sync, the drag, drop, web editor, or Mermaid AI features, you can create a free account. I've also got a 10% off referral link in the description for that if you do want to upgrade to one of the paid accounts, but that's only necessary if you want more features within Mermaid itself. I'll show you all of that as we go. Let's start with plan mode and see how the diagram generation works. Okay, so we're in Cursor. First, I'll show you how you can just use a prompt to create a diagram. So we've got our agent chat open here and we're in plan mode. You have to be in plan mode for the diagrams to render in the chat. We're just going to say here, create a flowchart for user authentication with login, registration, and password reset. We'll hit enter here, and here we can see the flowchart has been created. If we expand this, we can then zoom in to have a closer look, so we can see the start, registration flow, password reset flow, and login flow, and then we've got our charts for how each of those sections flow. We can also use this copy tool here to copy the actual source code for this. So if I go over to our sample markdown file here and paste, we can see that is the source Mermaid code. So if you do want to jump over to Mermaid and use the custom themes or design or make some tweaks yourself in Mermaid, you can just copy using that copy icon and you'll be getting this source code that you can then paste into Mermaid. So that's an example of how you can prompt the agent to create any type of diagram or flowchart that you like. We'll now ask it to create a diagram based on the existing code base. So I'll open up a new agent here. And if I click on Checkout Flow PRD, I've created a very basic PRD just for this example. So we can see we've got 4 steps for an e-commerce checkout process, and we're going to ask the agent here to create a diagram or flowchart for this. So again, I'm going to use plan mode, and I'll say based on, and I'll use the @ symbol to use the checkout flow PRD, create a diagram for this flow. We'll hit enter, and we should now get an e-commerce checkout process diagram. We can see it has rendered the diagram in the chat. It's also asked a follow-up question whether we want the flowchart as it is above or a sequence diagram. So what I'm going to do is say create a sequence diagram. So we'll see what it does for that type. So you can see you can get different types of flowcharts. We'll open this one up and have a quick look. You can zoom in. As you can see the flowchart here, start, view, plan, select plan, all the way through coupon provided, payment successful, all the way through to the end of payment. If we go back to our agent chat, we can see there's also a sequence diagram it's now created. So we'll open this one up and zoom in. We can see we've got the user at the top and the different stages of the journey, and then we've got a sequence diagram of when each action takes place in that sequence. So again, you can see how you can create lots of different types of diagrams, and again, if we use the copy icon, we'll jump back over here, we'll create a sample file again. Let's call it sample2 for now. We can paste that and we have the raw Mermaid code there. Again, we can jump over to Mermaid, which I'll show you shortly, and recreate these flowcharts in Mermaid, and that's where you can then use the themes and editing tools directly in Mermaid to then make changes to these flowcharts. Okay, so we're in Mermaid now, and I'll show you how you can just copy paste the code across if you want to recreate the flowchart or diagram in Mermaid. You can see here we're on the dashboard. If we click new diagram here, that opens up this page. We can just close that because we've got code we're going to use, and on this left hand side bar where we can see code, we can just paste our code in, and that recreates our sequence diagram from Cursor. So if we zoom in, we can see we've now got this flowchart in Mermaid, and we can make changes, we can edit, we can change the theme up the top here. If we want to make changes, if we want to say use it for a presentation and we need specific branding for the theme, we can use the theme here and make changes that we want to. So you can add custom themes that are available here. So that's an example of how you can copy the diagrams that are created within Cursor and paste them into Mermaid. Let's say, for example, you need to create some diagrams based on an existing code base. A really good way to do that is to use plan mode in Cursor, create the diagrams, then copy them over to Mermaid, where you can then edit them, export them, and use them for whatever purpose, including in presentations. So that's an example of those two workflows and how you can use plan mode to create Mermaid diagrams. Okay, so we're back in Cursor now. I'm going to show you the MermaidChart extension. This gives you a proper editing environment for working with these diagrams. With the extension, you get real-time preview as you edit, syntax highlighting, error detection if you break something, and you can export directly as a PNG or SVG without leaving Cursor. So let's have a look at how it works. So the first step is to install the extension. So we can see this icon that I have the mouse over is the extensions icon. If you have a lot of extensions already installed, just use this arrow to open up the list and you'll see extensions. We want to click on that and then search for Mermaid. And then we'll see MermaidChart here. Click on that button and hit install, and then you'll see this screen once it is installed. We'll then have the Mermaid extension available to us here in our left sidebar. So you can see that's what I've now just clicked on. If we extend this sidebar window here, we can see welcome to the official Mermaid plugin. We need to sign in to initiate a Mermaid session. This will link your account to the extension. So I'm going to do that now so that we're signed in. Okay, so we're logged into our Mermaid account via the extension. So now we can use Mermaid commands. If we go back to our project directory here, I'm just going to make a new file here and call it sample.mmd, which is the Mermaid file type. And then I'm going to copy the contents of sample.md over to the Mermaid file and save that. So now we've got our Mermaid file here with the source Mermaid code from our first demo. Now we can use Control-Shift-P to open up the command palette, and we can see the Mermaid commands we can now use. For example, preview diagram. If we click that, we should see a preview of sample.mmd, and that's what we can see here on the screen. We can obviously zoom in and out as well, and then in the top left here, you'll see export. If we click on that, we can export the image as a PNG or a SVG. So if you need these files for presentations, or you just want to export it for some other use, maybe you want to drag in a PNG file into your project directory. You might have co-workers or developers using this project and you want a visual representation of some of the architecture in your project. You could export this as a PNG and drag it back in here so that they can then look at that to see how the project is structured. So if we click that, that's going to download as a PNG. So here we can see the PNG image that has been exported of this diagram. And now if we go back to Cursor in our project directory, we can see sample.png. So we have this visual guide now, a version of the diagram that we can use within our project. And this also makes it really easy if you want to make changes and edits to the diagram. So we've got our preview open here in the Mermaid Preview. We've also got the actual source file open in the editor window here on the left, so we can actually make changes and see it update in real time. For example, I've just zoomed in here. We can see we've got a register node here. I can locate that in the code here and we can change that. So let's change it from register to sign up. If I change that, we can see in real time it updates in the preview. So if you're working on diagrams, you want to make changes, you can have the source code open here in the editor, as well as the preview using that Mermaid extension feature. Therefore, when you're updating the code, you can verify that you are updating it correctly based on the preview. You can just double check to make sure everything's working. So that's a really good feature as well. And of course, you can also use your AI agent within Cursor to make these changes as well. For example, we're still in plan mode. Let's switch over to agent mode here. And we're using the GPT 5.2 model. So let's say change the sign up node to register in sample.mmd. So I've just used the @ symbol to reference the file that I want updated. So again, what we're doing is changing sign up back to register. We can hit enter here, and we should also see this update in real time. And we can see it's made the change. It's updated the diagram as well. It's made that change, so we can click keep because that's correct. So that's an example of how you can also use your AI agent. So you can have the source code open here in the editor, the diagram in preview mode with Mermaid Preview, and then your agent as well open on the right hand side, and you can sit here and tweak your diagrams if you need to make any changes. It's a really nice workflow because you have that visual preview of how it looks. Plus, you can chat to your agent and have it automatically edit that code to change the diagram however you like. Let's also have a look at syntax highlighting in action. If you make an error while you're editing a diagram from the source code, it will tell you that you've made a mistake and where that is. So you can see we've got our preview window open on the right using that Mermaid extension. Let's have a look here now at the sign up node again, and let's just delete a couple here. So now we've got a broken bracket we can see. And then we can see our preview window now shows a syntax error, pass error on line 4. We can see now exactly where that error is. We can change this back to sign up to fix it, and it will revert then to our visual preview of the diagram. So that's a look at the syntax highlighting. If you do make a mistake, it's going to tell you exactly where the mistake is and alert you as soon as that happens. We also have some of the advanced features that are only accessible on a paid Mermaid account. If we open up command palette, we'll see we've got connect diagram. This links your local file to your MermaidChart cloud account directly. We've also got sync diagram, as we can see here. This one pushes or pulls changes between local and cloud. So if you're making any changes here, you want to push those to your Mermaid account, you can use that command. So as an example, first we want to make sure that we have the Mermaid file that we want to push to Mermaid active. So I've got the cursor within this file here. We can then open the command palette and click connect diagram. That should now connect sample.mmd to our account. We can see here personal. We can select that. That's going to then push it through. So if we open that, we can see that is now linked to our Mermaid account. So we have the two. If we jump over to Mermaid now, we will see this in our Mermaid account. So here we are in Mermaid. We can see our original sequence diagram, plus we have just an empty template here. If we hit refresh, we should now see the other untitled diagram come through, which will be the flowchart we were just working on in Cursor. So if we refresh that, we can now see we have this diagram in Mermaid. So we've connected it to our Mermaid account. If we open that up, we can then see here it is here. If we make any more changes within Cursor, we can then sync it back to Mermaid. So let's jump back over to Cursor. Let's then change register back to sign up here on line 8. Then what we can do is, again, we're active here. We've saved the file. If we do Control-Shift-P to open the command palette, and we'll say sync diagram. If we click on that, that's now syncing the diagram up with the version in Mermaid. We can now go back to Mermaid. We should see here that if we refresh this page, it should now change to sign up here on that node rather than register. And if we zoom in, we can see that it does now say sign up on that node. So that's an example of how you can work on your diagrams within Cursor and then sync the changes back up to your Mermaid account, as we've just done here, using the Mermaid extension commands. And just as a reminder, if you are working with a lot of diagrams, you're probably going to need a paid account at some point. There's a limit on how many diagrams you can have with a free account. And if you want to access all of the features available within the Mermaid extension, you might also need to sign up. If you do decide to sign up for a paid account, check the description below. I have a referral link there that you can use to get 10% off your subscription. So feel free to use that if you do decide to sign up. So that's how you use Mermaid with Cursor to automatically generate diagrams for your projects. To recap, you can use plan mode to generate diagrams from a prompt, from an existing code base, or from a PRD. You can save them to your project as markdown files, and you can reference them with the @ symbol to give the agent context on future tasks. And if you need polished exports for documentation or presentations, the MermaidChart extension lets you preview, edit, and export directly to PNG or SVG. If you want Cloud Sync or the visual editor, or you plan on using a lot of diagrams, you might need a paid Mermaid account. If you do, there's a 10% discount link in the description. So make sure you use that if you do decide to sign up. If you found this useful, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.